When we talk about the next world war, the focus often falls on Russia in Europe or China in Asia. But some analysts argue the Middle East could be the real trigger, specifically the standoff between Israel and Iran. Israel already has nuclear weapons, though it never admits it. Iran has no bomb yet, but its uranium enrichment program is closer than ever. Western intelligence warns Tehran could build one within weeks if it chooses. For Israel, that's an existential threat. Its doctrine is clear. Iran must never go nuclear. That's why Israeli leaders have ordered cyber attacks, assassinations of Iranian scientists, and strikes against facilities in Syria. But Iran isn't backing down. Tehran calls Israel an illegitimate regime and vows to resist. And it has proxies: Hezbollah in Lebanon with more than 100,000 rockets, Hamas in Gaza, militias in Iraq and Syria. Any Israeli strike risks opening multiple fronts at once. The tension is simple. Israel may feel forced to act, but Iran now has powerful friends. Russia depends on Iranian drones for Ukraine. China just brokered peace between Iran and Saudi Arabia, giving Tehran new weight. A clash today wouldn't stay regional. Imagine Israel strikes Iran's nuclear sites at Natanz or Fordo. These facilities are fortified, deep underground. Israel would need advanced weapons, maybe even quiet U.S. support, to break them. Iran's retaliation would be swift: missile salvos on Tel Aviv, Haifa, Jerusalem. Then Hezbollah joins in with rocket barrages from Lebanon. Militias in Syria and Iraq target U.S. bases. Oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz face mines and swarm attacks. Very quickly, this is no longer Israel versus Iran. It's a regional war. Civilian casualties soar. Energy markets collapse. Oil prices triple overnight. Refugees flood borders. And the U.S. can't stay out. On paper, Washington isn't bound to defend Israel. In practice, the alliance is so close that America would respond. U.S. carriers in the Mediterranean, Gulf bases, and missile defenses would all engage. Then come the global players. Russia, desperate in Ukraine, could send Tehran more weapons or intelligence. China, needing oil and eager to weaken the U.S., might shield Iran diplomatically. Suddenly, this local war has global fault lines. The nightmare scenario is nuclear escalation. Israel is believed to have 80 to 200 warheads. Iran doesn't, but if its survival was on the line, it could race to build one. In the Middle East, geography is small and warning times are short. A missile from Iran to Tel Aviv takes under 10 minutes. That means little time for second thoughts. Miscalculations or false alarms could be catastrophic. Even without nukes, the global shock would be massive. Oil shipments choke, cyber attacks hit banks, supply chains break, and Europe faces refugee waves. What begins in Israel and Iran could ripple worldwide in days. This is the haunting parallel to World War I. A conflict that leaders thought they could control spiraled into a global catastrophe. Today, one wrong move in the Middle East could set off the same chain reaction. So, could Israel and Iran trigger World War III? The answer is yes, not because they want it, but because the margin for error is razor thin. One strike, one counterstrike, one false assumption, and the world tips into a war no one is ready for.